What's good, bro? Last is always the first, man. We doing all right, bro. I'll be right there. I don't want you to be last, though. Bro, these lights are not cool. How you doing, though? What's good? Hey, bro. I'm here, fam. I'm doing better than I deserve. 100%. Not a lot of people can say, "Hey, I want to jump on a stream or have the means to be able to stream even." So, not a lot of people have a job. Not a lot of people can afford to work from home. A lot of people don't have basic necessities. You know what I'm saying? So I'm better than I deserve, my guy. Better than I deserve. Yeah, man. What's good, my guy? See, is this working? It is. Is it? There you go. How you doing, fam? Oh man, I'm looking at my age, bro. I'm looking like I'm getting older. But yeah, how you doing, fam? How you been? How has your week been? What you been up to? Still trying to figure out about these lights here. Now that we have it all front and center, let's take a look. I think it looks kind of good. It looks better when I'm this close. La Mirage. Austin. Brrr. Whoa. What's up, Rajar? How you doing, my guy? I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. How you doing, fam? What you mean in NYC? El Rosé. Hey, yo tengo en un maquinón. Es mío, cabrón. Hey. Diferentes poses. Desde los 14. Alright, I think this is good. Your boy looking a little scruffy, though. I need to shave and stuff. But we're good. We're straight. Maybe a little bun today. Arcángel y llena la cocina. What's up, Rajar, bro? Where you been? How you been? Me conoce. Let's go. Yo, what's up, Rajar, bro? I haven't seen you in a minute, man. What you been up to? You back now? You in NYC? What you been up to, bro? Mi no me conoce. Rosé. All right, here we go. Doing great. Couldn't be better myself. Just like you said, can't complain much. Yeah, bro. I hear you, man. You installed the new ROM? What ROM is it, bro? Give me a second, yo. Where's my back? Yeah, bro. I mean, I know what NYC is. I'm asking you though. I'm asking you, what are you doing in New York? They updated the mod view on mobile. What's up, Sneaky Fox? Does it look better now or what? Maquinon. Me cabrón. Y no me conoce. Oh, I don't know what you asking, Rajar, bro. I'm a little bit confused as to what you're trying to tell me, my boy. Are you asking who won in New York? Like, how would I know, bro? Are you talking about a basketball game? Are you talking about a what you got going on? How you doing, Sneaky Fox, bro? About time you show up as soon as the stream started. What you been up to, fam? How was work today? How's the fam? How's all of that? So yeah, no patea. Oh, bro, I don't know. I don't know which game you're talking about though. All right. So let's see here. Today. I mean, work is work. You know, and I have had quite a few. Check Discord. Recta. I am checking the Discord. What in general? Did you send me a message? A DM? Let me see. You DM me, bro. I have no messages from you. None. Tú no vives así. Pendiente de mí. Yeah, bro. I have no messages in Discord. I don't know what you're talking about. Sneaky Fox. One UI 7. Oh, you're talking about who won the New York or voting. My guy, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. And to be honest, bro, I am not a person that is like so keen into politics, to be honest. um, a lot of people don't know, and I'm not gonna reveal much, but because of politics, like my life literally changed because of politics. So I I think I try not to entertain politics, to be honest, because at the end of the day people do what they want to do, I feel like. So yeah, I try not to touch it up that much. Bet, Sneaky. Tu ronca cabrón y tu no vive así. Hey, okay, I see the image now. Okay. Yo, I mean, that actually looks pretty legit. I like how they had the mod view. It looks pretty dope. I've never actually used the I mean, I've used the mobile app to see certain things, but it has never been like a good experience when I'm watching streams using YouTube. I mean, YouTube. Oh my gosh, when using the freaking handheld. the mobile app. All right. So I just want to start a little bit today, talk a little bit about AI for a split second, especially how it is affecting, I think, tech as a whole. Um, so I've had several conversations with coworkers, and it seems like AI is something that is slowly becoming a part of our day to day. It's like something where it's like, I don't want to say it's the new IDE because I don't use Cursor, for instance, as an IDE. But if you think about coding, right, you need some sort of a tool or interface in which you can write the code, right? Or in which you have to like compile that code. So you can have, let's say Vim is something you use, or Notepad++, or IntelliJ, Android Studio, Xcode. These are things you need to use to build the products you want to build. And I think based on the conversations I've had, it seems like AI is something that is becoming that necessity, just like your IDE. So it's something a part of your regular day to day. And it's not like you can't, oh shit, what was that? Wrong button, bro. I pushed the wrong button. This don't count. This don't count, bro. This do not count at all. No, it do not count at all. At all. But to wrap up my thought, is becoming a tool in which programmers can't get away from, in my opinion. No, we don't, bro. No, we don't. Anyways, look, I got something I want to open up. I don't even want to say, my cousin, because my cousin comes on the streams from time to time, and he sent me a message. He's like, yo, bro, I saw that you were deploying on an old 2011 Raspberry Pi. And he's like, bro, I got like at least 2 of them that I'm not using. So I'm going to send you a box. So he packed the box up. Am I sharing any addresses? No, I'm not. So he packed the box up and sent me this. And I'm about to check it out. Oh, let's see what all he sent to me with this Raspberry Pis. All right, let's dump the address. Okay. Let's see here. Oh my gosh. Bro, ain't that strong. Oh my gosh. Your boy ain't that strong. Alright, let's see. It's really laggy. Oh my gosh. Don't tell me it's me, bro. Is it Twitch or is it me? Is it my stream or is it Twitch? Bro, it's my stream. It's my stream. I gotta kill Discord. I gotta kill Notion. I can't kill Android Studio. I can't kill Cursor. But yeah. Nah, y'all gotta let me know, bro. Y'all know I'm running on an M1 over here. It's been several, like 4 years now. I've had this laptop, and I've been running it to the ground. So YouTube is not bad. Okay, cool. All right. Well, I mean, YouTube though, I stream it at a much lower resolution, so that actually makes sense. But I mean, if you're over there on YouTube, bro, y'all hit the like button on YouTube. That way people can get it in their algorithm and stuff. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Let's take a look at this. Yo! Hold up, bro. Look at this, man. Yo, boy hooked me up with some plantain chips, bro. Damn. I'm gonna have a text him right now. Let me send him a picture in a text, bro. This guy. Let me see. Bro, thank you. Yo, we got a little tostones, man. Yeah, have y'all ever had this before? Y'all know what a tostones is? Like, all right, before y'all trying to like diss me about this, bananas and plantains are not the same thing. All right? Bananas and plantains are not the same thing. This is made out of plantains, not bananas. So y'all don't get it twisted. But garlic tostones, yo, man, it's gonna be a little snack for later, for sure. All right. That being said, you're a banana. All right. Look at what my boy sent me, man. Damn, man, he really hooked it up. I ain't gonna lie. Look at this. Got a Raspberry Pi 3. Got the Raspberry Pi camera. Another Raspberry Pi 3. Bro, thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it. That's crazy. And what is this? Oh, it's the encasing with a fan. And oh my goodness, bro. I'm gonna have a field day. I need to set up Pi-hole. I need to set up a bunch of this stuff. Where did this come from? My cousin sent it to me. I don't know if you were here when he was on the stream and we were having trouble setting up my Raspberry Pi. I keep pointing over there because it's like connected to my TV in the back of the TV. But my cousin saw me on the stream. He was like, bro, why are you using a Raspberry Pi from 2011? I have like 3 that I'm not using. So he went ahead, sent me these 2. And he sent me a camera too. I don't know what I'm gonna use the camera for, but we'll figure it out. This sounds like a cool side project. I'm probably not going to do anything with it today. But man, this is sick. This is sick. I have never, okay. Yo, has 4 USB ports, an Ethernet connection. All right, yeah, we're gonna figure this out. Set up Pi-hole at some point so we can block ads in the house and then have a mini server in which I can deploy my stuff. You always wanted a Raspberry Pi, but then realized you have 12 Mac mini servers. Damn, bro. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, 12 Mac mini servers, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, okay, we have all of this set up and I'm gonna put this here to the side so we can find the time to set it up. And I promise I will have a stream in which I am developing or setting up Pi-hole. Let's see if I can do that on one of the streams at some point. No, not spin time yet, bro. But if you want, go to YouTube and hit the like button, bro. For sure. Thank you, though. Thank you. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and start showing y'all some stuff that I've been working on. Oh my goodness. This is clearly bad. I forgot to change my camera. This, how does this, oh my gosh. Am I jacking this up? I am jacking this up. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see here. Where's the screen? Okay, screen is the only thing I want to move. We should be right here. And then this should, okay. I don't know how this is supposed to work. Sorry, y'all. I messed this up before I actually came on the stream, so I gotta fix it. Yo, oh my gosh. Fit the screen. There we go. Okay, it's cut off though. YouTube is broken. Yes, people use that. You're trying to create a mini server with your Pi, but yours is also super old. Yeah, bro, mine was from 2011, so that's the reason he sent it to me. Yo, why is this not display capture? Okay. Is there any properties? Is there any filters added to this? Alright, give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to really figure out. I haven't touched this in a minute. There we go. So it's like this. Let's start like this. This is what we want. Yeah, here we go. Well, why does it cut off right here? Ella baila como nunca. Yeah, no. Quieres si no quieres, eres otro que se jode también. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so this is where I want it. Yeah. Okay. Why does the right side get cut off though? En la guagua de tu perfume. All right, here we go. Que no une. Everything looks fine to you, bro. Don't you see like the what's it called? The IDE is not filling up the screen. Pero por ti me quito. De yo me porto bonito. Just capture the application window. The thing is, I go back and forth with like Cursor, Android Studio, and Chrome, so it's kind of hard to capture only one application. Yeah, I am using OBS, but like I said, you know, I am trying to like, yeah, I go between multiple applications. It's just I can't just capture one. Fuck, bro. Yeah, it's just it's not behaving how I'm expecting it to behave. That's the problem. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see here. I see what the problem is. There we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. There. Algo en un contenido. All right. I think I'm almost there with getting it. Hold on. Let's see here. Transform. Reset transform. Perfect. Perfect. Not perfect. Why? Oh my gosh. Pero ¿por qué carajo? Okay, this is what I want. Right here. There we go. You have to use Restream. That's what everyone's talking about. Yeah, I've heard of Restream as well, and I do have access to it. I just OBS gives me more control, I feel like. Except for what this is doing. Let me okay. Oh, hold up. I see. This is the problem right here. This is the problem right here. Got it. Okay. Let's reset it again. Let's reset it. Fit to screen. Let's see what that does. Okay, cool. All right. Then go flow. All right, no. Let's transform center to screen. All right, here we go. Legendary. Now we just got to bring it down a little bit. Some more. Almost there, y'all. Thank you for the patience. Okay. This is what I want right here. But we need to go up a little bit. Permiso. Okay, I think this is good. Cool. It looks decent. Yeah, this is decent. And then y'all can probably see now my app. Cool. Woo! All right. I think we're set now. We're straight. Gonna be so, bro, and it's been 30 minutes already. Just trying to fix OBS and my setup. All right. So I need y'all's opinion really quick. Please screen. Let's see here. Do y'all think this one looks good? Or let me build so y'all can see the other one. This is A. Actually, let's take a screenshot of this so we can paste it somewhere. And let's do preview 40. And then let me just, can I just say new? File, sure, new from clipboard. And then we're gonna paste the other one once it builds. Yo mismo me la doy. Capish? All right, yo. Oh my gosh. No. We need a bigger size. Okay, that's fine. We'll just open a new one here. All right. What we think? This one or this one? Left or right? Personally, I like the UI of the right one. I think the right one makes a little bit more sense. Is clear. It tells you what, like, you can see what the intent of what you want to do is because the buttons are clearly visible. You see like this pane of things you want to do. So I really like the right one a lot. Left one feels a little bit more like what a TikTok or YouTube Shorts might be, but I don't know if that's the goal. Right? The goal is to just have you swipe through all of your clips, review them, and organize them. So, you know what I'm saying? I think I like this one, the right one, a little better. Right? Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm with it. So what I've been doing is I've been in the process of migrating all of my old UI to this new UI that actually I took inspiration from this. So like these buttons at the bottom, I really like it. So that's kind of what I was doing. Yo, dímelo, Diembul. Gracias, compadre. Thank you for the sub, my guy. Hope you're doing all right. How you been, bro? ¿Cómo está el bebé? And then, so I'm going to play around with this here on my physical device. I'm not going to be touching the emulator. So if y'all see me here on my phone, it's okay. I'm just, playing around with this. So let's go back here. Actually, I need to wipe this down. It's so dusty. Yo, Sneaky, when you gonna get back into Android? All right, so we have this button that works. Great. If I swipe to the right, okay, semi-decent. Let's see here what happens if I do this. Okay. I just want to make sure. All right, this should be a good test here. All right. Clearly the video in the background is not the one that's working. It's not the one that's being played, right? So if I swipe that away, I don't like that black kind of loading effect. I need to make sure the thumbnail keeps to be like, it needs to still be present, right? Let me see. I want to try one where, oh my god, here's the ads. Okay, we have ads. Cool, that's working. And then it switched to this thing. Yeah. Doesn't make sense. Okay, cursor. You've been working a little bit here and there. Gotcha, bro. Chilling, bro. How are you? Currently putting him to sleep. Hey, that's what's up, bro. Dad of the year over here, man. I'm all right, bro. Thanks for asking. I think I'm very close to getting this app to a state where I think is good for beta. So I gotta make sure the flow is good. Right now the flow feels a little bit weird, but we're making progress, bro. Making progress. So I'm good. I'm all that to say I'm good, bro. I'm chilling. I'm just trying to work, and we're here. Rajar, yes, sir. I did do this. This is the app that I've been working on. We still gotta get. I do like the animations, but we gotta figure out the flow of this to make sure it works correctly. I don't like how this UI looks. We're gonna modify this here in later on, but we're going. Hey, look, DM Bull, you made this one, bro. You made this clip. This guy. And then we can go like this if we want, or like this. Although, yeah, it makes sense. Reta me suma. La quiero a pesar de que reta me suma. But yeah. So I think for today, what I'm going to be focusing on for sure is I'm almost here. I want to get this swiping feeling nice, right? I don't like this jankiness where it just flash into black and then the thumbnail in the back is the same one that's being played. So let me actually go take a look at that code. Usually I've been delegating all of this to cursor, but gotta see here. Tú tienes algo que me lleva con la intriga, mamá. Lo que sé si me ve me ignora y si no me hago eco mora y eso no me va. Eso me tiene mal. Yeah. Oh, we on the drums. So this is the interesting thing. Current clip. This is the shape. Okay, we can import this here. Oh no. Yeah, that's fine. Remove redundant. Redundant. There we go. So the feed content. We're not doing this for every single one. We're not. This has the state. What's the content state here? Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to. This is one thing I don't ever regret, because honestly, as far as investment goes, I haven't put in a lot of, like, cursor has done a lot of the job for me, so I haven't spent as much time as I would if I were writing all of this from scratch. So I don't care how the code looks right now. I think at the end of the day, what I want is just make sure this project gets out, get it in the hands of people, and then we go from there. If it's something that's picking up, then we come back and adjust what we need to adjust. But for now, I'm not gonna worry about how bad and smelly the code looks. Smoke, drink, do some reggae. So get ready. And a bottle of booze. See, this is the problem right here. This is the one where I'm a little bit, maybe not concerned. We'll see. Okay, if it's empty, you have the empty feed state. Sure. If the current clip index changes, and if our clips change, and if we're not animating, this is a lot of ugly state management, to be honest. All right, but let's see here. But in my life one way, all I wanna do every day is and love my girl to some reggae. Needing a bottle of booze. All I wanna do is love my girl to some reggae. Okay. What happens when we mark a clip as active? Mark clip as active. Video playback state. Like, why? We need all of this. Okay. Card UI state. Why do we need a state for the card UI? Okay. Next card UI state should be the same as the current UI state in terms of what mute. Well, muted should be true. Well, fit with. We're using some AI at work too. LOL. I don't use it all the time, but I use it if I'm stuck on something. All right, check this out, bro. So I'm currently trying to go for promotion to get the next level, right? And part of building my promo packet, I need to show and give, proof of things that I've done. One of the things I need to give proof of is how I've been using AI. That's how you know shit is changing, bro. Because now AI is part of what I need to show that I'm a competent next level engineer. Like, yeah. So that world is here, bro. We have to get onto it and start using it way more than you think. So this is the next is active. That should always be false. Okay, so if this is always true and this is always false, why don't we even use it? Ah, whoa. Okay. This is the problem here. Why do we have two different? Yeah, this is. Hey. But hey, tender card is what we need to look into then. Ah, whoa. Light. Bro, this is so. Wait till the ad finishes so y'all can see this code. This code is a lot. It is a lot. Snapping works. Okay, so when the card is released, we call on card exited started. Yeah, I want to see this. Detect horizontal drag on drag end. If we pass a certain threshold or threshold, however you say it, then we invoke this. Dímelo allá en Tahama de mi pana. Yo pues. ¿En qué estamos hoy, mi pana? ¿Qué me cuenta? Bro, this is such nasty code, bro. I wouldn't even do a coroutine scope that launches and then you launch inside of that launch. This is not something I would write at all. Sure, animation code, whatever. This is the one I need to know. Where card alpha comes from. Okay. But we're doing this on, is this the one in the background? No, it is not. Nosotros. On horizontal drag, and this is what? On drag end. Okay. Makes sense. And I think this one here, this card stack item, this is my background. So if y'all take a look at this here, this card in the background, I believe that's the card stack item. So what we're gonna do to test this out is let's just comment this out and build again, just to verify. Chilling, pasando a saludar. Duro, mi pana. Ojalá que estés bien. Hoy es un día, cada día es bonito porque lo tenemos, ¿cierto? Así que ojalá que lo estés pasando bien, mi pana. Rajar. I use AI to search things, then I eventually go to Google, but I don't ask it about code. You probably should, Rajar. You probably should ask AI about code because if you don't, guaranteed, my guy, you are going to be left behind. So from the get-go, I can see that this card here is not correct. Let me, okay, this is the wrong one. I want to know where that placeholder is coming from because we want to center it. But see, this one is uniform. This looks good. Son ideas mías o está como movido a la derecha o es scrollable. No es scrollable, es uno solo puede ir a la izquierda o a la derecha, pero sí, el de atrás no está bien. ¿Ve? Está como que mal centrado. Así que hay que cambiar eso, hay que arreglar eso. Sí, we have to fix this. And for this, probably gonna use, I don't know what this is. So, because Cursor did it. So we have to use the layout inspector. I'm definitely getting a lot of good results when I put in my prompts, usually stuff I want. Cool, bro. I mean, it's all about prompting at the end of the day. How are you prompting the stuff? Is it okay? Is it, is it specific? Is it broad? Is it ambitious? Not ambitious. Ambiguous? Ambitious. Whatever. So yeah, it depends on how you write your prompts for sure. Tipo Tinder, bellaco. Sí, brother, esa es la idea. Yo quiero que esto sea Tinder, pero para streamers. Y con sus clips. Yo estoy haciendo Tinder con mis clips. Así que puedo ir a la derecha, quiero este, no, no quiero este, ¿me entendés? Y después voy y entramos y podemos revisarlos. Cuando ya elijamos los que queramos, lo puedo organizar, lo puedo exportar. El plan es eventualmente usar IA para poder categorizar los videos en base a sus tags y así. I remember a tweet says, every time I ask AI about programming, I end up insulting it. Rajar, I don't know how long ago you saw that tweet, but I think AI is moving at an incredible fast pace. So, to be honest, if you're not using AI, you are going to get left behind. Mark my words, if you're not using AI, especially in software engineering, as a coder, as a programmer, if you're not using it, you are going to get left behind. Because now it's becoming, like I said earlier, it is a tool that you need to use just like your IDE. You need your IDE to build Android Studio, to build Android apps. You need your Xcode to build iOS apps, right? You need this thing to be able to process this code for you and make it easier for your development experience, right? AI is going to be a part of that. It's already here. So if you're not using it, you're doing yourself a disservice. Mark my words, bro. Yo, yeah, that's how you say it. Ambiguous. There you go. Yeah. Yo, what's up? Came out back. How you doing, my guy? Hope you're doing all right. I don't know if it's true, but it's just something about GPT not giving medical or legal advice anymore. Don't quote me. Honestly, I don't know, bro. I heard they're going to do. I don't know if this is true because you know how social media goes and how the internet goes. You never know what you're reading online if it's true or not, unless it's from the source, right? And I believe somewhere out in the socials, I heard or read that OpenAI is now going to detect if people are chatting with it in a way that they could potentially harm themselves. Because there was an incident with a case with a really young child. I think he was early teens, and he was talking to ChatGPT so much to the point where ChatGPT started to encourage them to basically take their life away, and they eventually did. So ChatGPT now, or OpenAI, is, I think they're doing countermeasures to be able to detect if that sort of conversation is happening, and then notify the authorities, or I don't know what the next step is. Whoa, what's up, bro? Are you talking to AI again to boost your Anthropic shareholder price again, bro? Hey, if we don't use it, we lost, Mono Z. If we don't use AI, we getting left behind. Hey, that rhymed. Hey. But yeah, man, if you don't use AI, the next person that is using AI is gonna blow us out of dust. So yeah, of course I gotta talk about it. I'm using it on my day to day. Since you're here, Mono Z, damn it, my voice. I feel like my voice is light, like it's a little light, and I want it. Trying to get it out. I can't get it out. Maybe I need a boost in testosterone. I don't know. But I feel like my voice is here instead of where I normally feel it from, like from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? Pause. Yo. Okay. AI asking AI how to fix a code that AI broke so that AI can deploy AI's code. Hey, isn't that what we call a recursive function? I mean, you know how to fix recursive functions, right? Artisanal coding locally taught out and crafted. I like it. Like Grass, he's sponsored by AI. Touche, Diembo. Touche. Of course I am. I mean, I'm trying to get this product out. 7 more minutes. Yo, we don't have to start that type of energy, bro. We don't need that type of energy, man. No, who cares? You and Mono and Z, yo, no. We don't want that. Uh, I'm seeing a lot of experts talking about being behind is kind of BS. Kind of what I told you when we argued about it a couple months back. I'm seeing a lot of experts talking about being behind. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know if we argued, but more so, we had a little bit of indifferent opinion because look, what I was trying to say in that argument, or not argument, but that discussion that we had is that you have to know how to use AI. Like you can't don't do what I'm doing. I'm using AI right now to just go ahead and blurt out this app, help me finish up this app, and that's it, right? And eventually, if it hits, then I come back and clean it up. Don't do that. The way you should use AI, which is this is how I use it at work. I find super small chunks, right? And then we go back and forth with that approach. And I might delegate it to do certain unit tests or to find out what certain class does or things like that, but not to just fully blown like write all of the code for me. Because, and back to the point where we were discussing or arguing, at that point I was thinking, hey man, a lot of people that are coming up, they're using AI as a way to just build things or just like cheat on the test, so to speak, but not really to enhance your understanding of what they're writing. But if you're using it in that way where it's enhancing you, it's a tool for you, not a replacement of you, then I think that's where AI is like at its best. I claim my free shot. What do you mean your free shot? Fro is a goldfish for remembering his free shot promises. I am a goldfish for that. Did you see this research? What is this research, bro? Let's take a look. What's up, new Joker? How you doing, bro? What is this, Rajar? Yo, why didn't it copy? Yo. No, I don't want to ask AI mode. What, bro? Chrome, the Chrome just like, yeah, Chrome just got jacked up. Oh my gosh. Chrome just died on me. Cool. All right, there we go. Thank you. Read. Oh my gosh. What is this, my guy? That's my point too. If you're new to Sui today and you learn AI, it's pretty easy to get caught up. So theoretically, not really falling behind. I mean, okay, I agree with you to a certain extent, DM Bull, but let's say you're in production now, right? And you've caught up using AI. You're in production and shit hits the roof. Everything's on fire, right? So you need to go hands in and take a look at the code and do all of these things and touch the stuff that you've been caught up in. Who is the one that's going to be more reliable? The one that took their time to understand and go through the code and really understand what the product is or whatever they're building, or is the one that caught up just using AI? I think that's the differences for me that I look at. I think if we use it as a way to help us grow slowly, right, instead of having it just do it for us, I don't know. I think we're kind of saying the same thing, to be honest. Oui, as a tool, I use it to discuss ideas or write things that are mundane, like having it write a save load function set while I'm writing something else. Yeah, there you go, bro. Fro, if you donate for the Tron Pickle Vessel, you get a free shot. When did I say that, bro? Did I say that? Basically, this Reddit thread. Okay, let's see, Rajar. Study. Ooh, this seems interesting. Let's see here. Bro, what is up with Chrome, bro? Okay. Is it, bro, is it my keyboard? I don't know what's going on. Like, I can't zoom in on anything. It doesn't. Hijo de la gran madre, bro. Zoom. Yeah, all of this it's not working. Something is up with Chrome, bro. I can't access it, bro. Yeah, I can't use it right now. Chrome is just tripping. But Let me try and read it. I know um it's a little bit small, but bear with me. I want to read a little bit about this. Experienced dev thinks they are 24% faster with AI, but they're actually 20% slower. Interesting. In about 30 minutes, we conducted a randomized controlled trial to understand how early AI tools affect the productivity of experienced open source developers working on their own repositories. Surprisingly, we find that when developers use AI tools, they take 90% longer than without. AI makes them slower. We view this as a result as a snapshot of early AI capabilities in more relevant setting. Okay. When developers are allowed to use AI tools, they take 19% longer to complete issues, a significant slowdown. Bro, I mean, I don't know if this is true, to be honest, because okay, maybe I'm one of the people where I know for a fact this doesn't relate to, because at work I have like three parallel things working on three different tasks. Actually, I have two, that's AI, and then I have one where I manually go in and I use Firebender with it. So I feel like my work is being paralyzed, and something that would take me like 3 days to do, if I have three tickets and it would take me 3 days to do, I will get them done in one day because I'm paralyzing the work. So I don't know how true this is. Um, that feels like a scenario that may or may not happen. Yes, we're saying the same thing. I just don't think there's much to AI to feel lost. I mean, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm with you. MCP agents, tooling, prompting is the gist of AI. You could learn all of that in a month and become really good at it. That's true. That's true. Um, I what is it I want to say? I think there's a lot. Yeah, we are saying the same thing. It's just different use cases. I think the use case that you're saying makes a lot of sense. And this guy, why did he do this for me? Why, bro? Why do we gotta do this? Because you wanted the shades. Hey, let's go. Um, MCP agent tool. Okay, yeah. It's small. It's not about the size, but how well it's written. Um, okay. I see what you did there, new Joker. That was funny. Isn't that the MIT research paper? That paper was legit when it was released a couple months back. I mean, okay. Do you think then did that paper came out a little too early? The only reason I'm questioning it is because honestly, and maybe this goes to the point of feeling that I'm faster, but in reality I'm not. But I don't think that is the case, because my output of tickets of sim like, obviously when you're being managed and you work at a company, they do a lot of performance uh and expectations that they have, and they measure a lot of the things that you do. For instance, your how long you spend on a ticket, or PRs you're doing to a certain extent. uh so if I look at all of the tickets that I've worked on, and if I were to pick three of the tickets that I know how long it took me, and I would to do it with today's workflow, I would get it done faster now that I would have back, when I did them all on my own. So I do think, I don't know, there maybe this test or this research was done a little too early, in my opinion. I don't know. I'm not super smart, so I don't know. I don't think that's true. I implemented a long polling technique that pushes div cards to the top of the screen. That would have taken me a couple of days to read up and understand how to do it properly. I did that with AI within seconds. Yeah, damn. That's dope, bro. Why are you pushing div at the top of the screen? Yeah, yes, the research can change, obviously, but they tested on real engineers with a lot of experience that use AI heavily. That, I mean, I am not, I don't want to denounce what the paper said. I think probably at the time it was done, it was very, very valid. And matter of fact, if I look back at when I started using AI, rather, granted that I'm not experienced as the ones that were under the research, but when I started using AI, it actually took me a while before I found a flow that I could use based on how I work, right? And how I can make sure it maximizes my throughput, my efficiency based on what I'm currently already doing. So when I started, it wasn't at that point. Now I'm more at that point. Now I have like on stream is totally different than what I do at work. At work, I have my setup is totally different. Maybe I should set this up like I do at work, but if I did that, then my products definitely wouldn't be as fast because I'm jumping into this app that I'm building without even thinking fully about everything else that I need to do. At work, I have time to sit down and think through everything. But with this, I'm just going, throwing code as I go to hopefully make something stick. So what I show on stream is not a good example at all. Yes, the research can change. The problem is since you read a little bit of that thread or paper, you're also missing a lot of context. The research paper breaks it down with a lot of information. Right now, you're going based on not productive, like saying, but I implemented 5 features in a week. That would have taken me 2 months. It's not the point of that research. I see. I see what you're saying. And you're totally right. I might not have much to I might not have much of an opinion because I don't have a lot of the information of it. But based on productivity on itself from a feature work perspective, I feel like that does save me time. Now, I don't rely on AI to do everything, but I know people that do, and I think that's where you start getting slow. For instance, if you want to, I don't know, send a message, I don't know, but I do know people that are using it that can be slow in a certain extent because they go down this old rabbit hole. You know what? Yeah, I think you have a good point, Diego. Is for a work project for my Vue.js app I wrote. Got it. Who cares? So Fro at work is responsible. Fro live on Twitch corrupts the generation. Facts, bro. I mean, I'm just here. Look, these are Fro taught. How messy I am on the stream. This is how my brain is all of the time. So yes, I want to corrupt the youth with I don't want to say that. Then y'all got to clip it and say, oh, he want to corrupt the youth and say something. Okay. All I'm saying is, I'm just trying to chill when I get up here. I don't want it to be like work. And I like the flow at which I'm currently going. This guy. Stop it. Who cares? Stop it. All right. Okay. Something that I think is pretty cool and I want to show y'all is, let me open this up a bit more. Okay, we're gonna test this right now so y'all can see what I've been using lately. Before that though, I was trying to figure out what this piece was. But yeah, so what are if y'all are using AI right now, how is your current setup? What does your current workflow look like when using AI? For instance, I know certain people that at their workplace, they're forced to only use AI. They can't even touch the IDE. Everything needs to be done through Cursor. So I don't think that's a good work case, but yeah. Kotlin is shit. I'm switching to Swift like a real programmer. Go for it, Rajar. Go for it, man. If that's gonna make you money, I ain't gonna hate on you, bro. I think Swift is a really cool language. But Swift is a little bit, what's the word? Or Apple rather, is a little bit outdated. They always want to claim innovation, but it's not always the case. Like that library you just showed, where we kind of now can code an Android application using Swift. Kotlin Multiplatform has been out since what? 2020, I think. When did Kotlin Multiplatform release? Oh my gosh, my tabs don't work on this. Kotlin Multiplatform announcement date. When was this announced? It was introduced. Okay, Kotlin Multiplatform was introduced as a feature within Kotlin 1.2 in 2017. Rajar, in 2017, Kotlin has been ahead of the curve. You know what I'm saying? So look at that. Swift to Android just came out now in 2025. That means Kotlin Multiplatform has 8 years that's been baking up. And before that even, because they were developing it in-house. More recently, Google announced its official support for Kotlin Multiplatform for sharing business logic across Android and iOS. Yeah. So, and if you didn't know this, if y'all didn't know this, there's now a pathway. There's now a pathway for Kotlin Multiplatform from the developer's guide. I'm trying to find it here. Android developers Kotlin Multiplatform pathway. Vamos a make you nano. Yeah. So here it is. You can start with Kotlin Multiplatform. No, this is not it. There is an actual like, I think it's this one here. Yeah. This is a full course on using Kotlin Multiplatform. If you like, there you go. This is super cool. I think they announced this maybe like 2 weeks ago. But yeah. Rajar, what are you talking about? They did not release in October 24, 2025. You're tripping. October 24, 2025? That's like, what? 8 days ago? This guy. Swift is a little basic. Still got to implement a lot of things yourself. Kotlin has a lot more extensions, etc. to help you. Yeah, but, okay, for instance, Swift structs are something I wish Kotlin had. Well, when I started Kotlin, that's the first thing that popped out to me. I believe, and don't quote me on this because I haven't like really looked into it, we now have a data value type in Kotlin, and that's supposed to be the equivalent of Swift's structs, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I do think Swift is pretty cool. I use AI at work, but we've been told to not trust it 100% of the time. We need to do our due diligence and verify to make sure what we're getting from AI is correct. We can't just blindly accept changes. 100%. I agree with you. I think that's the way it should be. In this case, for the person that I'm talking about, at their company, that's not the case. So you can imagine how that is going. But granted, that being said, at work, if I were to push a PR and, I'm trying to merge into master, but then, somebody else merges before me, which a lot of people always merges before me, there might be conflicts. So we have, and this is for you, John, to that O, we're using Goose, and I'm sure this is open out there. You can look at it. You use Goose, a headless Goose that will review your PR and will make a brand new PR fixing your conflicts. 1 second. Hold on, man. These kids are horse playing like crazy. Hold on. Let me check something, bro. Yeah, what did I do? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Go on ahead, son. Oh, make I show you something where you've been saying. Oh, no, give me a second, man. Un segundito. And look what he's saying, bro. Nah. I just eBay. Yeah, he sent me these. A Raspberry Pi? you're interested in one. I have he sent me two.
Really?
So I can keep this one. You keep if you
What's
want
the
to play.
difference?
This one's a more advanced version, and I need it. I'm probably gonna use it more than you are.
So I can use this one?
Yeah, but
I connect it to my computer?
you have to read up on it and really understand what you can do with it. And he also sent me this, a camera that you could attach to that.
That's actually sick. You know how many things you could do?
You want to borrow these and so you can play with them and read them?
Maybe another day.
Okay.
You might have to remind me.
All right, but and then this is the encasing for it, so you can put it in.
That's so cool.
I
You
know.
can build it. It's like building your own mini PC.
Exactly. And you can have it do different things. But I'm planning to set up the service that would allow me to block all ads.
What if I can teach you to play Clash Royale?
You would need a really you probably need a GPU to run that, like an NVIDIA GPU or
I
something.
know, but think about it. You like can teach it all the card animation and like all the cards, and then on top of that, you can just have it. Can you have it mirror your screen, like what's popping on your screen?
I mean, I'm sure you can do that, but what you're not understanding is that to be able to process that so fast in real time, you need like something.
I need a real PC for that.
No, you need a GPU.
What is that?
So you know the graphics cards. It's not only for graphics card like for video games. You can use that as processing power to like mine Bitcoin or to process AI.
Mining Bitcoin take a lot of energy.
It does. It take a lot of electricity. But why do you think Nvidia is now making robots? Because a lot of their GPU technology, they're kind of leading that way. I don't know if you've seen the robot that they trained this robot inside of this virtual world. Like it grew in this virtual world. Then they took that knowledge, put it into an actual machine, and they knew what to do. That's crazy, huh?
I always watch videos on AI learning how to do stuff. I watched a video of AI learning how to play Minecraft.
Learn how to play Minecraft? Yeah, that's crazy.
That was funny. It was like Gemini and ChatGPT learning how to play Minecraft.
Interesting. I'm guessing it's kind of slow.
Yeah, it was. At the beginning, I didn't know what it was doing.
Right.
I think ChatGPT went straight to immediately mining. But then Copilot and Gemini literally asked each other. They were chatting to each other. They're like, how do I do this? How do I do that? While ChatGPT started mining. And it was starting to break. And then they asked ChatGPT, I think. And then ChatGPT told them. And they all started going to like learn how to play the game. Okay. It was really interesting.
Yeah. If you find it again, send it to me. Yo, hey, Keybanks, what's good, my guy? No, I have not tried him. I literally just got it today. Like, I opened it on the stream. I literally just got it today. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate you. And the tostones, bro. I haven't opened them yet, but I will pretty soon. But let's see here. But who uses Kotlin Multiplatform? Everyone seems to launch iOS first app. Look at Sora, etc. Rajar, I mean, to each their own, bro. I think there is there's studies out there, Rajar, that shows how iOS users more than likely are going to spend money. That's why people build for iOS first. But it usually follows that Android's eventually release. For instance, Cash App or, Sora eventually will come over to Android. But they tested waters first on iOS and then eventually release for Android. So yeah, you can for sure get a head start by doing something like Kotlin Multiplatform. And here's the thing that a lot of people don't really understand is that Kotlin Multiplatform is not just, it's not meant for UI sharing. You can if you want to, but it's not really. The idea is that we want to be able to share code that's platform agnostic. That's it. Now we have libraries like Compose Multiplatform that you can use to then generate UIs if you want. But the first thought of like Kotlin Multiplatform is not about UI. It's more about sharing logic that would be repeatable. For instance, if you make a call to an API, if you have two mobile phones and they make a call to an API to do some sort of calculation, right? They're both going to be sharing that same logic. That logic is, regardless of what the platform is going to have that logic. That's basically the same idea, is writing this piece of code that's just written once, but shared in both platforms. You know. Dímelo, good trip, que pues, compadre. ¿En qué andas? Let's see here. We have nice things that Swift doesn't have. The when statement is God tier in Kotlin and sealed classes. I mean, for sure, bro. When statements, you know, I really, really like sealed classes. I had the privilege. Look, bro, this was crazy. I forgot about this, but here. I was able to optimize some code by using the reified keyword in Kotlin. And that was like a mind-blowing moment for me to really understand what the reified keyword was for. And it made so much sense, and it was just like, it was a great feeling. So there's stuff like that I know Kotlin has, and I think that are really, really cool. Will I choose Swift over it? No, but I still think Swift is a pretty decent language. Like, I would probably go Kotlin, C++, then I jump over to Swift. I think that would be my route. And actually, I think GDScript is coming up behind that. I mean, is it GDScript or is it Godot that I like? I think it's more like Godot is what I like, not GDScript. But yeah. Yo, Keybanks, bro, can I get your sub, man? Your Amazon Prime sub? If not, it's okay. If it's not, it's okay. For sure, Mono and Z. And actually, here's the thing. Mono and Z. This is actually what I'm doing right now. On Twitter, I've been tweeting quite a lot. I'm trying to grow Twitter. So what I've been trying to post when it comes to updates about Clipsy, I've been posting screenshots of my iOS build, not so much my Android build. Yes, sometimes I do like, hey, I have both builds available and all of that, but I've just been trying to showcase iOS because I know that most people have iPhones. There's more people they're more likely to pay if they're on iPhone. So I'm trying to like pre-warm the people that's starting to know about the Clipsy brand that, hey, this is going to be an iOS thing. You know what I'm saying? Yo, appreciate it, Dan Bull. Thank you for the follow, man, on Twitter. Appreciate it, man. Apple review is horrible, so passing that validation idea before freely doing it on Android. Example, I built an Android app and launched it. Then I built the iOS app and Apple refused to accept it, ended up killing the project. That sucks, bro. iOS takes longer to build an app too, in my opinion. We used to always start Android apps 2 weeks after iOS starts building. Damn, bro. Yeah, which is kind of crazy, right? Because iOS apps or like the iOS developer experience, that ecosystem is so tightly closed, right? You know you're only going to support your certain generations. I think it's like 5 years or 3 years, something like that. You know exactly the dimensions of the screens, right? There's all of these requirements that are already in place for you that you have to abide by. So you would think that it might be easier to even develop given that you're such a controlled environment. Whereas in Android, we've released apps that people are not using the right device to run those apps on. Because just like Rajar that loads ROMs, there's a bunch of people who loads ROMs and then they load our apps. And even though if it was meant for, let's say, a 7-inch tablet, they're running it on a 40-inch TV. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how Android is, right? It's much more challenging in my opinion, and it's a lot of fun. React Native, this guy. I mean, don't get me wrong. Did y'all see this? Look, if y'all haven't, check it out. And I'll Google it here for y'all. But React Native Godot. For those of you who are game developers, y'all should definitely check this out. Especially if you know JavaScript or know React Native for that matter. But this is a game built on React Native using the Godot engine. Look at this shit. Bro, this is dope. This is sick, bro. So if y'all know React Native, I definitely think you should give this a try. I've seen so many other examples of it, which looks pretty cool. Rajar, you said, okay, what's the difference between Kotlin Multiplatform and Kotlin Native? So Kotlin Multiplatform, I would say, is the framework that allows you to configure targets of multiple platforms. Kotlin Native is specifically for the iOS target. Kotlin Native is the way how we write code for Apple applications or Mac OS applications. So Kotlin Native is kind of like it, and I might be wrong in this, but I think I'm close to being right. So for instance, I know there's like a NS URL cache type in Swift. If we want to reference that using Kotlin, you cannot. So what you would do is you would target the iOS platform, and then within the code base of the iOS platform, you would then use Kotlin Native, which is still written in Kotlin, but it has the type that will translate over to the same type in Swift or Objective-C. So you would then use Kotlin Native in that particular target to write that code. But Kotlin Multiplatform is sort of like giving you the ability to be able to do that. Does that make sense, Richard? A ver aquí, estoy bien acá terminando un proyecto, ya casi puliendo detalles, listo. Hice un overlay para OBS que se consume mediante una web en la cual te muestra y actualiza en tiempo real tu elo en CS2. Es algo que los streamers van a usar ya que no existe y está bueno. Duro, compadre. Eso suena chévere. Te genera un overlay que te muestra tu elo actual y el historial de las últimas 5 partidas. Y al mismo tiempo se actualiza si ganas o pierdes con un efecto chulo. Brother, se escucha bien cool. Se escucha bien chévere. Cuando lo termines, si quieres tirarlo por el Discord para que lo chequeemos, tíralo, mi pana. When I say validate, I mean like Apple can reject for any reason. Like it's too similar to another app, not enough features. Trying out Sora on iOS first makes sense the more I think about it. Apple could have rejected that for many reasons. Why build Android first, then be blocked by app on Apple? 100%, bro. I couldn't have said it better myself, bro. Apple is you definitely want to ship to Apple first because it's a great, okay, if you release on Apple, and it's a good way to see if you have a good signal on that idea that you're building. If you're getting good signal on the app that you release on Apple, more than likely Android is going to follow suit. That's just kind of like it's a mindset thing of the world, right? The culture of the world where they think Apple is like this and then Android is like this, right? So, well, not the world. I would say mostly America, because when you go overseas, a lot of people just use Android. So, you know, for that reason, a lot of those high spenders are in America, and that's where you want to kind of validate your ideas. But yeah. Ya me acostumbré. All right, this is what I want to look at here real quick. Ya me acostumbré. Feed container, Tinder card view. That's the outer one. Inside we have a column. We have a box, the card stack item. Here we are. Where's the card in here then? This is the layout. This is so ugly, bro. Main card with horizontal swipe gesture detection. Okay, this is the main box. Where's the content? There's no content for it. So whatever is above this is going to be the one. Yeah, here we go. Is this one. So if I comment this one out, it should go away too. Para mí que será una señal. Tocar. Ya me acostumbré. Ya me acostumbré. If you get accepted into the nightclub iOS, you'll be more than fine at the local bar Android. Bro, hey, that's a great way to put it, man. I'm gonna say it again because that was fire. If you get accepted in the nightclub, which is iOS, you'll be more than fine at the local bar, which is Android. That makes so much sense, bro. So much sense. Dímelo, Strike Boy, Q, pues. Hey, gracias, gracias. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Cómo está tu día hoy? All right, we don't need the Explorer anymore. Just made that up, bro. See, that was fire. All right, bet. This is exactly what I wanted to see. The difference now is that the positioning of this one, film max size, but we need to scale this one down a bit. Oh. Okay. This is the one I need to copy. And then we are going to just kind of see here. Behind only show if the next clips exits. This card is smaller and lower opacity. That's correct. So, how do we set the opacity on this? Card alpha. Next card alpha. This is crap. This shouldn't be doing this. This is just so... Yeah. Bro, couldn't we just add this to the modifier? And read it from the modifier? Okay, cursor. You know what? I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna argue with you, cursor. If that's what you think is the route, it's okay. We'll figure it out. They're too salty. I don't know if Keybank's left. Sorry, y'all. I'm just checking my text messages. That's funny, bro. Okay, so then if that's the case, that we are passing in the alpha, we're also passing in the horizontal offset, right? Let's see what this looks like. Solo tienes que decidir. Okay, I gotta comment this out again. Hey. Muy bien, mi bro, aquí chilling, avenando, bailando con las estrellas con mi abuela. Oh, duro, brother. Mandarle saludito a la abuela y ojalá que esté bien. All right, this looks better now. All right. Let's see what this looks like then. Oof, but that's not gonna work. Because the offset X is gonna move as I drag. But what's the... Here, okay. So what's the next card offset? Clip ID. No. No. We don't want to go to the right. We don't want it to be like that. We want it to be 0, just like this one. We don't need no, we just 0F, my guy. This is what we want. Jane Bone. Yeah, let's see what this looks like. C++. Oh, did I break something here? There we go. This makes sense. Let's just leave it like this for now. C++ is the best overall, or maybe C. I agree. I think C++ is a good language. It's great if you are a programmer and really like to program. But if you want to make money and build products, I don't know if it's the best idea to use. Okay, this is not what I was expecting. Oh, it's because I kept it as the, yeah. I need to change this back to the next offset. Yeah, next card offset. Let's try that. Oof, it went to the left, to the right a little bit. Why did it go to the right? Okay, let me try to get this to like, let's say 0F. What does this look like? Que me encanta, baby. Estás hecha para mí, tú me resaltas. Me encanta, baby. Estás hecha para mí. Conocida. All right, this looks good. All right, so that means that my card next offset is actually broken. Tu vida es diferente a las demás. Okay, where's the next card? Offset. X. En un mundo de guerra. No. This is the problem here. You know what? No, I'll just. Thing is, I don't know where everywhere it does it. I'm gonna just ask Cursor to do it for me, just because I know what the problem is now, but I don't know where all it touched it. So it might be quicker for it to just do it itself. Okay, let's go here and let's reset. Let's go ahead and revert. Not that. Oh my gosh. Here, this is what we want. Nope, not that one. This one. Eso. Here we go. Tu vida es diferente a las demás. Odio cuando te vas. All right. Oops, where did everything go? Solo tú me estabas. The following code is incorrect. Okay, so my keyboard is the one that's tripping. We should, the next card should not start offsetted to the right. Please fix it. Cool. Ooh, I forgot to tweet this. I'm building Clip C live. Oh. Tú te ves loco. All right, cool. All right, let's see, what is this, Rajar? GeoHot. Okay, I remember GeoHot. If I'm not mistaken, GeoHot. Hold on, let me double check if this is working now. Okay, was my keyboard the one that was tripping? Oh my gosh. All right, so let's see what you were talking about here. I remember GeoHot. If I'm not mistaken, GeoHot was the guy that did a bunch of the PS2 hacking, right? Get out of technology. You heard there was money in tech. You heard there was status in tech. You showed up. You never cared about technology. You cared about enriching yourself. And then, okay. Give it all away to everyone for free, then you have no reason to be here. I do have a reason to be here. You don't even know my situation. I have people that rely on me. I am a father. I have responsibilities. I am an only child. My parents, when my parents get older, I'm going to have to take care of them. So the money I'm trying to get is a necessity to make sure that we can be all right. You know what I'm saying? So fuck you, GeoHot, for saying that. I don't believe what you're saying. At least for me. It might make it for other people, but for me, no. So no thank you for Jar. I don't mind respect to GeoHot because he did a lot of the PS2 hacking, if I'm not mistaken. It was pretty cool what he did. All right. Is this done? It did. All right. Let's install this too. Y a ver acá. Y otras cancioncitas. A ver aquí. Don Omar Farruko. Esar Farruko. Alicia Keys. Let me see. SR. Who else? Bandoleros. There's a lot of old songs that I'm forgetting right now. Osuna. This one. Rayo y Toby. And then I'll do one more here. SR, and then, damn it, how did it tip on my tongue? It was not Osuna, not Maluma, but Maluma does have a cool one, Hawaii. But then oh my gosh, Raul Alejandro. There we go. Raul Alejandro punto 40. All right, cool. Let's double check now what this looks like. All right, this looks good. It's in position, but we got to test it out with, oops, where's the other one that we commented out? Oops, card stack item. Here we go. Haven't heard the song in a minute. I'm gonna turn on my headset because nobody has followed me, so I'm not gonna get scared. So we're good. Who cares, YouTube? Don't think about it, bro. You're gonna get me deaf. I need to really fix that shit, bro. Thinking my headphones are now tripping. No, I was just saying that I'm turning up my headset so I can listen to the music a little louder because nobody is following me, and that's okay. That way I don't get scared. So all of a sudden I said, hold that thought, hookers. Don't do what I know you want to do. I still gotta fix that. No, hey, bro, I'm turning this shit down, bro. I ain't even playing. This man, yo, damn. Why are you making me turn down my volume again, bro? Now I'm scared. Okay, it's okay. We know this might. Let's see here. Hey, we're making progress. This is a much better look. All right. I like this. But we're gonna change the loading, and we're gonna have like the card kind of glow as it's loading, right? Ooh, I like that. Let's fix what's going on now, though. I have to start the actual server. Oh, and this is what I wanted to show y'all, and I forgot about it. But actually, I'll commit what I have first. All right, let me go here and let's reload. So now this should actually load. Cool. I go to the right. Then it come on. There you go. It's still a little janky because it disappears and shows. Okay. Okay, okay. All right. So let me show y'all what I was talking about. There's this look, if you're not using this, even if you're a little bit against AI, you don't want to use AI that much, at the very least, use this tool. Because it's not going to only help you with coding, but also just for typing in general. It's called Super Whisper. Super Whisper is like a tool that takes in the audio and transcribes it and then write it out as text. So it helps a lot whenever you're doing these prompting because I can just talk to it and describe what I actually am trying to do instead of typing it out, right? So we're gonna test it out now. Let's see here. What I'm trying to do. Let me think about it. Bro, pause, man, pause. No, no, sir. Don't do none of that. Okay, what we're trying to do now is I want to verify this. Okay, yeah. All right. I remember. Damn it, my headset, man. Why is this? Damn. For real like that, bro? Why you gotta do me like that, though? Damn. Okay, who cares? I see how it is. Let's see here. I'm gonna try. This should work now. Yeah. Damn, man, hurt my soul. Okay, all right. So this should work. All right, cool. Let's double check again. What is it that I'm trying to view? It is no, I'm not muted still, bro. So right now, the thumbnail we always want it to be shown. Okay, and this, yeah, this is something we need to fix later on. All right, let's go ahead here. Currently, whenever the background card is loading, the thumbnail is not displayed. Instead, we see a black background with the title of the clip and the username that clipped it. So what we want is for the loading to always display the next thumbnail. Or the clip is trying to load, we want it to show the thumbnail of the clip it is trying to load, instead of just a plain black background. All right, cool. See, I just spoke everything, and then it just did it, the whole thing for me right here. Write it out. So easier flow. I don't have to type. We're getting to that point where we just tap a button and talk, and that's all it. That's all we need for coded. Planas, coger rapero, marihuana, cosa rara. Mente clara cuando críe donde me crié, me criaba. Ahora me duele tanta baba. All right, let's see what else we can fix here. Se les agradece el beneficio de la duda, cualquiera merece. Agradece el beneficio de la duda, cualquiera merece. Okay, so in here, we want to make it easier, and this is where I'm going to go look for some inspiration. Con mi tumbao, con mis ojos dolorados, con mi gato activado. Not, I always make. Do y'all make the same mistake, bro? Instead of writing dribble with 3 B's, you write it with 2, and you end up in this damn site? Yo, an extra B is what we need. There we go. Thank you. Mi maldade. All right, so let's see here. What I'm trying to look for. Folder organization mobile. Se les agradece. No, not like this. Maybe categorizations? Yes, stuff like this. Le doy gracias a Dios. Instead of folder organization, let's see here. Let's do folder categorization, mobile designs. Bandolero donde voy. Por hoy estar donde estoy. Y voy a seguir con mi tumbao. That actually looks pretty cool. I like this. Definitely not that. That looks. No. There needs to be a simple way for me to be able to categorize the things I'm trying to, the clips I'm trying to group. Maybe something like multi-select UI mobile, because like no, more like video organizer app. This sounds. This is not a. This probably is a video. This looks pretty cool. This is not really doable, bro. With the way how to, yeah, this is definitely a designer did this. Como si nada. How do we categorize stuff? Yeah, como si nada. Lo que quiera. Tera. Okay, cursor probably finished, but we gotta come back and take a look at more designs. And let's go ahead and build this. Separó. I don't know what would be the best. Ooh, this is pretty nice. It looks very classy. I like that. Como si nada. Preparo. But I need more like photo organizer. Let's see. Yes, let's see here. Keep. Hey, so this is kind of what I've been trying to do. Something like this. Keep. Ooh, an undo button. An undo button is interesting. This button is nice. 24 free swipes left today. This is very interesting. What is wipe? This is kind of like the idea that I have. But a mobile perspective of, yeah, a mobile version of what of the idea I have. Sorry, not a mobile, a photo version. You know what I'm saying? So I would be very interested on how the categorization part of this works. But this is cool. You can see all the next videos. That's actually pretty dope. That's actually pretty dope. Oof. That's not a bad freaking idea, bro. That's not a bad idea. You know what that can be? This can be a view once you're inside of a collection. Yeah, once you're inside of a collection, this could be a quick view. Like if you want to just swipe through all of your videos. Yeah. I like this. We can do something like this later on. So I'm gonna save this for later. Actually, this is a really cool one. Make sure, yeah, okay, it's open. All right. But let's go ahead and check Android Studio. All right. Ooh, it went black. It went black again. Yeah, it went black again. Oh my gosh. All right. So there's two issues that I see right now. All right, let's see here. By the looks of it, whenever we're correctly displaying the thumbnail when we're trying to load the video. However, there's a brief period in which where the video has yet to play, so the screen is just a black background. Is there any way that we could make sure that we do not move the thumbnail until for sure the video is playing? Maybe a better approach for this is to have the image of the thumbnail sit below the video display box, and then have the video display box render on top of the image. That way it would look like it replaced, the replacement would be seamless to the user. What I want the user to feel like is that there's no change in what they're seeing. It just loads. So right, I'm watching, I'm on my feed screen. I swipe to the right. I see the background card. It comes into play. It pops up. It is now not as transparent. Now it's fully opaque, and the video is playing. Does that make sense? Cool. All right. Dímelo, Javi. ¿Qué pues, compadre? ¿En qué andas? ¿Qué pues? Estoy aquí, mira, si no has escuchado acerca de esta aplicación, lo tenés que tratar. Úsalo, brother. Mira, se llama Super Whisper. Super Whisper, este es durísimo, pana, es durísimo. Tú solo le hablas y pues hace todo lo que estás hablando, right? Te lo transcribe. Y pues si lo estás utilizando con Cursor o con cualquier otra IA como ChatGPT, es bien facilito usar. Como así, mira. I noticed a slight bug. Right now, the clip that's on top, whenever I swipe it, or let me start again because that's wrong. I noticed a bug. Currently, the thumbnail that's displayed behind the card that we're swiping, that thumbnail sometimes is not the video that ends up getting played. We need to make sure that the video that's getting played and the thumbnail are of the same video. Does that make sense? Ooh, well, you know what? Let me think about this. Okay. Yeah, it's not. I want to get one that's different in the back. Okay, so this one doesn't have a white background, but this one does. Oh, y'all can't even see what I'm doing. This one doesn't have this. Here's the white background, right? So that's the thumbnail that's in the back. So when I swipe this away, that should be the one that plays. And it's not being played. Interesting. Oh, so it's this one. So it's a totally different one. It's like it skipped it. This one looks good. Something is up with this playback. But yeah, that one was different, right? That one's different. So I'm gonna uninstall the app though, because I've yeah I'm running out of clips to do to handle. All right, so let's take a look at cursor. Did it finish already? No. Yeah. While it's doing that, still look into this. We need to figure out a way on how to categorize the clips. Actually, I'm gonna ask ChatGPT here. Muy linda en Instagram. Con mi inglés mal hablado, no creo que me entienda. Brother, todo bien. Uno empieza uno empieza por su lado. A mí ya se me está yendo el español. What? Bro, my gosh, bro. Why? Who cares? I'm making progress, my guy. I'm making progress, bro. What we doing, fam? Let's go. Jump on it. Let's do it. I want to see something here. Can I transform flip horizontal? Yeah, this is interesting. Okay, cool. Let's try this. Interesting. You haven't spent your points in so long. How many points do you have, bro? I am trying to figure out a better way to. No, let's think about this. You are a UX researcher slash designer that focuses on the usability of mobile applications. Right now, you are researching the categorized flow of Clipsy, where we can move into different collections the clips that we've already reviewed. Right now, this flow is a little bit confusing, and we don't know how we should do the following actions. 1. Categorize a clip. 2. Manage said clip. Actually, we need to really ask the question, do we really need a way to categorize clips? How is the best way for us to sell the idea that you want ways to be able to collect your clips into specific buckets? Bro, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Why would you tell me? I mean, because you're a good friend. Because you're a good friend. That's why. All right, let's see what Cursor did. Tengo una punto 40. For sure, that's this song. For sure. No, hey, nah, bro. Nah. Let's not get started, bro. For real, bro. For real. Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend. I don't know what to say, bro. Thank you. Punto 40. All right, let's see. Sign into Twitch. No clips found. That's interesting. Okay. All right, let's see if it's different. I want to see how it started. Okay, this was supposed to start that way. And it swapped. It swapped. It swapped. Okay. Cursor, what's going on? Yeah, something is wrong. Currently, the thumbnail that is in the back is not the next thumbnail that gets played. Also, there's still that flashing of the video player between the thumbnail and the video player. I think the video player might not be like its opacity might be at 100%. So while it is trying to load, it looks black, and that covers the thumbnail in the background. Is there a better way, perhaps, that we could handle this? Does the video player have a hook in that will let us know whenever the video is actually playing? Then that would be our way to know when we should hide the thumbnail. Let's go. Now let's go ChatGPT here. You can stream easily makes How can stream easily make sense of a clip scale so they can find views and share the right moments later? That's the value. Exactly. That's the value we're trying to capture. Trying to get done. Collections or categories are one possible expression. Is it better on mobile? Something more like this. Nah, bro. I think your song is the next one to play. Reframing the core problem. How can streamers easily make sense of the clip chaos so they can find, reuse, and share the right moments later? Exactly. This is exactly what we're trying to figure out and find, right? Nah, here it goes. Here's a song. Oopsie daisy. Let me see here. That's fine. One possible expression of that value, not necessarily the only one. So before deciding on your UX, we must validate. Do users think in terms of collections or something else? Series, moments, games played, best of compilation. What do they want to do with the groups afterward? Export, share, build, highlight reels. Oof, this is a question I need to answer. The best way for me to use this is for me to move my clips into buckets of moments. So, like, this is a funny moment. This is a pause moment. This is a educational moment. Yeah. What do they want to do with the group afterward? What I want to do is to be able to comb through them, export them from the app. Eventually, we're going to add edit because we want to make it all in one, inclusive, make it super easy for them to do everything. And that's we're gonna try to get the moolah, but we'll see. So I want to be able to export them and keep track of those that I have yet to export. Apple Photos, Smart Albums out of group by metadata. Okay. Ooh, this might be a cool one. To be able to automatically group them by stream date. Yeah, that might be interesting. This stream had such eclipse. That stream had such eclipse. Ooh, that's a great way to think about it. And then I could add tags to them. Oh, this is funny. Oh, this is educational. Ooh, okay, okay. But is group okay? All right, that's a good one. Let's see. Commit to manual sorting. That's true. Notion tags link database instead of folders. Keep it lightweight and flexible. Start shared folders. Combines explicitly. Okay. This clips and highlights, but with minimal organization. Consideration low user would just want to get to the content fast. How can we get to the content fast, but not with the lack of guidance that Twitch has? Because that's the thing I'm having trouble with Twitch's clip UI. The users feel the pain of not having collections. If yes, how does it show up? I can't find my best moments. I forgot which clips I've already used. These are two of the same ones that I like. I want to group clips for YouTube Shorts or TikTok. Right. I think more moments. That makes more sense. Okay. Instead of categorizing your clip frame, it adds turncast into highlighting buckets. Group your best clips for future videos. No more digging through hundreds. I like that. Keep your best moments organized by game, vibe, or project. That's also a good one. Yeah, because I do know that there are certain streamers that they do their video capture while they are streaming. So it could be like this particular project, and you can get all of those clips from that project. Okay, okay, okay. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Most viewed, recently highlights, unreviewed. Hoy se gata, hoy se fuma con él. Si Dios lo permite. Okay, one tap add to collection flow. When reviewing a clip, swipe add to collection. Quick picker pops up with the last 2 through collections plus new collection. Follow me into the jungle. Where's the jungle? This is a cool idea. Management collection view. It's shown cards context. I'm not a fan of long presses, but that might be what we need to do. Want to keep this clip for later with CTA save to collection, skip. I think this is misinterpreting or does not know exactly what I'm trying to do. Is grouping up 2 different features, if you like. Not the flow. I think we have the flow under control for now. Currently, oh my gosh. Not the flow. I think currently we have the review flow at a decent spot. The only thing we're missing is where do the clips that I'm reviewing, where do those go to? But that's a problem that we'll figure out later. Right now, what I want us to focus on is once the user is in the screen that shows all of their clips that they've already reviewed, what is it that I can do here? I do like the idea of being able to set folders into like my funny moments, educational moments, or pause moments, or I don't know. I do like that idea. I also like the idea of being able to see or know which clips are the ones that I've already exported or used from the app. So let me explain. The idea is I review a clip, I somehow categorize the clip, or I don't even know if that's the right word, but that's what we want to do. And then I want to be able to decide which clips I'm going to use to export to whatever I want it to be. It could be to TikTok, Instagram, or to just something else. But those that I do export out or take out of the app, those are the ones that I would like to mark and know that I don't need to deal with that one again, right? It's just kind of like you put this in this category, but it's kind of hidden unless you toggle like to show all of the clips or something. That's kind of where I'm thinking. I'm trying to also think me as a user, right? Because I'm the one that's building this for myself. I'm trying to figure out what's the best flow for me. And I think what ultimately I want to do is to be able to review all my clips so I can make sure I'm on top of my clip chaos. Like I want to get rid of my clip chaos by reviewing my clips, being able to put them quickly in places that I can revisit later. And when I go revisit them, I want a way to be able to mark them as I'm finished with them. So that's kind of the gist of what I want ultimately this app to do. That is a lot of jargon, it feels like. A lot of jargon. But let's see what it can do. When we were earlier talking about a lot of ambiguity that people do or write in their AI, that's exactly what I'm doing right now. And it's definitely not the right approach. Do not, if you're looking at me and you've seen AI for the first time being used to build apps, do not do it this way. This is not the way it should be done. You need to be intentful. You need to do your full research and be very explicit about what your intentions are. I am not doing that. I am not doing a good job of that. But it's okay. I always ask it, who's... Bro, I almost read that. I almost read that out loud. I think you would have clipped it. And that would have been bad. That would have been bad. All right. Perfect. a super clear articulation of your end-to-end user intent. I want to review my clips, put them where they belong, and feel like I'm on top of my clip chaos. Yeah, that's gold. Okay, whatever. Doesn't want folders. You want control and closure. I like that. Control and closure of your app. I like that. I like that. Oh my goodness. Oh, I need a lot of water. All right, give me y'all 1 second. I do need to use the restroom and I need to up my water refill. I'm practically done. So I will be right back. Who the hell? Who the hell did that? Who the hell did that? Bro. For real? Who cares YouTube? Why you gotta do me like that, bro? I gotta do burpees now? No jodas. Damn, these headsets are gone. All right, let me knock them out real quick. I ain't gonna lie, my calf muscles are hurting because I did like during my daughter's basketball practice yesterday. I did calf raises basically for her whole practice, which is an hour and a half. I was doing like 50 at a time. Stop. 50 at a time. And I did that for the whole practice. And yo, my calves are hurting. But I needed that. I needed that. I haven't done calf raises in a long time. And I'm noticing that I'm getting weak in that end. So I gotta do it. Nah, bro, we're gonna jump. We're gonna do it because we gotta get better at this, right? I'm gonna do the burpees. I feel like I can jump, so I'm gonna try and do the jumping, all right? So you know what you need to do though? Since I have to do two things, which is, a squat, jump, push up, you gotta give me another 10 push-ups, all right? So you gotta do 20 push-ups and I do 10 burpees. Bet? Bet. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's go. You do 10 sit-ups. Bet, bet, bet. That's what I like to hear. Who cares? Hey, who cares? Let me offer you something, bro. Look, if you want, bet. That's what I like. That's what I like. Oh my gosh, I'm hurting. All right. If you want, every hour on the hour of me streaming We both got to do push-ups. Well, you got to remind me. And I'll do them with you. How about that? My heart beating fast, bro. Oh. Bet. As long as you remind me, I'll do it with you, bro. Okay. The user you doesn't want folders. You want control and closure. I like that. Which clips you've already reviewed. Where they belong. Which clips you've already used exported. A clean way to find or revisit them later. Yeah. That's mental organization. That's exactly what I want. Mental organization. You're speaking my language, ChatGPT. Thank you. You're speaking my language. I can hardly breathe after those burpees. Whew. Okay, let's see here. Think states and intent. LOL, it's like, what are you talking about? I mean, for real. I honestly don't know what I'm talking about, but sure. This is it kind of painted what I wanted to talk about in my head. Unreviewed, raw and touch chaos. Tag new or to review. We don't need these tags. Reviewed, sorted to categories. Different tag. Export done. Use somewhere, can be hidden or archived. Tag use, small export icon. So yeah, we could add tags. I mean, just because you export something doesn't mean that you can't export it again. So we can just have like an exported. They don't need to be used. Exported is more explicit, and I like that better. We can also have something that tags or represents the category of that clip. That's interesting, but okay. It's good for now. My question is, how do I monetize this? Do I give you limited tags? The mental model, clip lifecycle, think of it like Kanban for clips. To review, categorize, export it. Basically, yeah. You can design the UX around progression instead of file management. I like this. This is your workspace, not a static gallery. Here's what users should be able to do. Quick filter and toggle. All funny educational fails used. This is interesting, but we can have too many of these. Right? But we could have like a scroll. That would be interesting. One type categorization. Each clip card shows. Thumbnail duration. Funny use. Small plus icon to add folder or edit tags. Okay, so you're saying we have folders and tags? Now this is a little bit confusing. Labeling, okay, not filing. Markers on red. Use mark it manually. Add a faint overlay or export badge. Sure. Smart group buckets. This can either be user-defined folders or auto buckets. I mean, we can have a combination of both. We can have a combination of both. More specifically, we can use AI to do this for us, and this could be a premium service. I mean, maybe not. Yeah, I mean, if I'm using AI, then yeah, it has to be. Multi-select mode, you can both move to folder, yep. Sure. All right. Come on, baby. So I have some concern about this approach. You are, I don't know if you thought about how this will play out on a mobile device, because the tabs that you listed, it sounds like to me that that's something that can grow forever. If so, how are we going to represent that on a mobile device? Also, I am having some hard time understanding the differences between tags and folders and how we can put something into a folder very, very easy. Um, Also, how will monetization apply to this? Does it mean we have limited folders? Does it mean we have limited tags? There's just a lot of unclear UX flow that I am not visualizing. I need to know like what a user flow would be for this situation, um, to I think really understand what you're trying to tell me. Definitely bad way of doing the AI, bro. Oh my gosh. All right, let's check cursor. Let's finish. Okay. Last thing we're trying to see about this thumbnail. Mm-mm. Mm-hmm. See, it's like a split second where that happens. This is funny. Okay. I am not sure if the thumbnail is. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah. It's not. It's not showing. It's not showing. It's definitely wrong. Um. Fuck, bro. Let's plan this out. Okay. I think we need to plan out this bug fix that needs to happen, or let's plan out how we're going to fix the following bug. Currently, the bug is whenever we swipe the topmost card, the next card thumbnail is not the video that plays after the top card is swiped. Let's try to be a little bit more targeted at what we want to do instead of, yo, bro, it didn't do it. ¿Qué pasó, carajo? It did it over here, bro. All right. There we go. Oh my goodness. Somehow when the bug is when we swipe the topmost card, the next card is not the video that plays after the top card is swiped. This is correct, right? So now, yeah, let's just start with this one. We're just gonna start with this first problem. We can figure out about the animation later. All right. Live. Place where all review clips live. Organize these to use. The screen has to do three things without clutter. Browse the review clips that's already implemented. Let them group or label clips. That's the part we need to know. And filter hide. Simplify the model. Folders or tags. Let's stop using both words. It confuses users. Recommended model collections. Okay, that's what we already have. Collections. Think of collections as smart folders. Each clip can belong to one or many. That's confusing. Or is it? No, I think that makes sense. Because I can have like a highlight one or most viewed and also like funny. Right? Yeah, yeah. I can have like viral. Yeah. They look like folders in the UI, but behave like tags under the hood. Header, search icon top right, filter icon, optional progress spills, 78 reviewed. I like that. I like the amount of number reviewed. I like that. I like that. And actually, yeah. Okay, this is making me think about a totally different new idea, which is we're not gonna entertain it. We're not gonna entertain it because if not, we're gonna be here forever. Okay. Default grid of clip, no thumbnails. Each card. I don't know about a collection chip and an export indicator. That doesn't. I don't know if I like how that sounds. We long press a clip, card lifts slightly, the bottom sheet slides up with add to collection, mark as used, delete clips, view details. That's if you long press one. This opens a compact picker. This is just so complex. This is very complex. Okay. God, that's what it's God. Okay. All right. I think for the most part, some of this sounds good. But currently, oh man, I lost my train of thought. Fuck. Okay. Oh my gosh. Is because it's too complex. Yeah. So far, some of these things sound good, especially the monetization part. However, the UX flow seems very complex. And maybe the answer is it's meant to be complex because you're doing something that's complex. But right now, for me to be able to categorize a clip or put it in a collection, the steps it takes to get there feel a little bit too long. I need to have a quick way to be able to do this. And I also need to have a way to understand how the collections are going to be used or created or where they're going to be. Maybe it means that the collections are at the top of, I don't know. I'm just going to stop there and delete that last part, actually. Yeah, let's see what the plan is here. Video. Incorrect. Okay. I forgot to mention this piece of information, but it seems like the thumbnail in the background sometimes looks like the video that's playing on the topmost card. Okay. Kodiak smell. Let's strip down the essence. You want to be able to sort a review clip fast, one hand, one gesture, and see where those collections live without having to think. Feed review flow, where you decide what to keep. Collections area, where the kept clips live. Used exported area, what's finished. I mean, I don't think we need the use exported area. I think that's just a metadata on the clip, like a property in the clip. So that's something that's toggable. Okay. Okay. I'll make a note of that. Okay, let's see here. Instead of thinking of categorizing, frame it as save clip to. Same muscle memory, save the playlist, save the folder. Yeah, sure. Option A, one tap overlay. When you finish reviewing a clip, a small chip bar slides it from the bottom. Tap once, instance confirmed. I don't know if I like this. I want. I mean, when I'm reviewing a clip, does it make sense to immediately categorize it to something? I don't think so. Let me see here. I don't think so. I don't think so. You don't press the triple manage collections. This is fine, I think. Where collections live, simplify main tab. Collections next to feed and account. What? Okay. Each tile shows preview of 3 thumbnails. Okay, so this is for the collection. Tap on the tile, opens that collection clips. Long press rename, delete, reorder. Users here to organize over time. It rewards them visually. Okay, this is fine, I think. All right. Okay, I think we're getting closer, but I'm a little bit hesitant at the moment. Right now, at least what I think I need, I don't know yet because I have not experienced this yet. But what I think I need is just a way for me to fastly, really quick, go through my clips. And then later on, I can come back to the ones that I've reviewed and then I can categorize it then. But right now, you're telling me that that should be an action that occurs after every review decision. And I don't know if that should be the correct flow. I'm in between right now, actually. No. All right, let's see this plan. All right, yeah, cool. Execute this cursor. Go for it. In the meantime, there was something I want to take a look at. Here, the clips. Yeah, this seems interesting. This needs to go. Where's the all clips? Need to go to the collection. And let's go to the use case and I can work my way back to the. Oops. Here, let's see. And app navigation for new collection screen. This is what I want. And then in here, we have the back. Okay, no, not a new collection. Dang it. Thank you, sir. Hope you're doing all right, my guy. This is not the one I wanted, actually. I wanted the collection. Okay, we can go back from here, though. Where's the collection screen being used? Here. This, no, not the detail. I want all clips collection route. This is what I want. Then we want the all clips collection screen here. No. Okay, this is what we don't need. We don't need this button here. We don't need this toggle at all. Oh. So that means we don't need this all clips text either. Oh, hold on. This is one we don't need. This row. Obi on the drum. There you go. This is what we don't need. Paolo Londra. I don't know if categorizing is part of my review mindset. Hijo de la gran puchicala, brother. Yo, Teodore, gracias. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the follow. Ojalá que estés bien, but híjole. Yo. Okay, man. Hope you did all right, my guy. Since you scared me, now you gotta tell me a little bit about yourself. What you got going on today? Care is part of my review mindset or my organizing mindset. Actually, that could be a setting. That could be a setting. Hey, you look so cool with the glasses. Thank you, my guy. Appreciate it. Hey, you know, this is part of wearing the glasses is part of the reward. So if you're a sub, there's certain rewards you can do, and one of the options is getting the shades. But yeah, man, how you doing, Tudor? What you been up to? And why did I have to say anything, bro? Why did I have to say anything, bro? This man, bro. I did not say spin. I did not want you to spin, bro. Epa! Hey! We haven't popped this one out in a minute. So yeah, Theodore, we can do stuff like this. Oh my gosh. This guy, let's complete the outfit. This man. So yeah, not so cool now, huh? Theodore, not so cool now. Yo, this is crazy. All right. Lucky Buck or rigged Spain. Bro, it's not rigged. It's not rigged at all. I do not love drinking pickle shots. Why do y'all gotta lie to this man? He's a brand new viewer, man. Like, we gotta warm him up into it. You can't just like throw it all into him all of a sudden, man. What you got going on, Theodore? Are you a coder as well? Mm-hmm. Review mode. Bro, why do you want just asking, bro? No, you look. We have come to an agreement in a lot of the things about the spinning wheel. It is not rigged. If anything, y'all can rig it if you use bits. If you use bits, you can rig it, right? But I don't rig anything on my end. It's all calculated in favor of y'all. You know, that's all I'm saying. John to the O seems to be the only one that keeps getting loose points. So that's about it. Throw him into the fire is what I always say. This guy. That reminds you of I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not gonna say anything. Who cares? That reminds you of what? This mother flipper, bro. What you got? Mono and Z, bro. Mono and Z, man. Why? Hey. Hey, let's go. It's not rigged, bro. It's not rigged. Y'all are tripping. It's not at all. You still a newbie learning JavaScript. Gotcha, bro. What are you trying to do with JavaScript? Bro, ya a esta hora poco es lo que avanzas. Sí, brother, ya a estas horas ya uno se está acabando más. Tal vez otras media horita y a ver qué pasa. Don't rig it, bro. Do not. Do not do it. Rapid triage. Organizational mode. Trying to do both ones doubles friction. Sirius is right. Keep them separate until users start craving organization. Exactly. Recommended flow for what you're right now. Quick review. Yeah, exactly. This is what's happening right now. Back when I was regular pickle was most outcome, but now it's rig. No, bro, it's not. It's not. Oh, thank you, my guy. Like the artwork? Oh, I got something for you, bro. Dale, mi brother Javi. Te me cuidas, pana. Gracias por estar por acá. Como siempre, mi brother. Te me cuidas y te veré pronto. Look at this, man. I need to look. I need to put a reward. I need to create a new reward so we can open the Labubu boxes for One Piece. I need to make that as a reward next time. Yeah, of course I got Frankie too. Boy, I got a lot of these. Do the thing. And then my daughter made this one. Isn't it cute? It's a baby whale. It's a baby whale. Look at that. She's so talented. I'm so proud. ¿Qué será que tú también sabe más? Yo, why do you want just asking, bro? It has not been rigged, bro. It has not been rigged. This is all on y'all's terms. This is the mode I'm more concerned about. I am going to unbox for free. Don't get me wrong. Who cares? And I was just thinking about a regular reward for anybody. If at any point during the stream you want me to open a box, then we can do it. But I'm not gonna just wait for people to redeem the rewards to open the box. That's not what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Bro, leave the pickle stats alone. All right, let's see here. Enter review tab. Rid of saved clips. Multi-select. Add to collection. Okay, so review tab could be a different view that allows us to quickly add it to a collection. Interesting. I think I like the idea of a reviewed tab or library, and then you just add it to collections at that point. Okay. This is where the chip bar or add to collection picker appears. It's slower intentional work than interrupting the review flow. Later, when you have the data on usage, you might see 80% of users never categorize. Keep phase one minimal forever. Or you see power users spending time in the library. Evolve phase. That's true. A lot of people might not keep the phase one. Very true. Very true. Either way, you're. Okay. I think this makes sense. Not wrong button. This flow makes sense. I think it's a good idea to review the clips later in the library tab. I guess I'm a little bit confused on how the collections is going to live alongside the clips that have been reviewed but not yet been added to a collection. Like how is that flow going to look like? How is it going to be and work? What's up, Jamharg? What is what, bro? What are you talking about? The tool that I was just using to speech to text? Or are you talking about something else? Yeah, bro, that's a tool. It's for free for Mac users. It's called Super Whisper. Highly recommend it, especially if you're like in the world of AI now where we're using ChatGPT, Cursor, Claude, whatever. This is like a super cool tool to just avoid typing and mainly focus on what you're trying to say and be intentful on what you're seeing and debugging with your eyes and doing. You know what I'm saying? So it just makes the workflow a little bit faster. I use this at work, and now I started using it in my personal project. But yeah, it's just a Mac tool that you can use. Highly recommend it. I need to build this. What was good, Jamhori? Are you also a mobile developer or what's up? Theodore, it sounds like you like One Piece as well, huh? Okay. Okay, this looks right. No, this is incorrect. Incorrect. All right, yeah. So let's go back to cursor. It is struggling? Bro, I don't know what's going on, man. I think it's getting to that time where it's telling me that I need to leave soon. 30 more minutes, 20 more minutes now. Are we good now? Okay. Cursor, all right. So it looks like it works, but only for the first card that I swipe away. Once I swipe away the first card, the thumbnail in the background comes up and that video loads. That works great. But the next card after that one no longer works. It just duplicates the current top card's thumbnail. Uh, I, t- I tinkered with mobile development, but I do know Kotlin and Java. I haven't gotten all out on mobile development because my PC is lacking the necessary power. I hear you, bro. I mean, if anybody is doing any sort of mobile development, I would highly recommend Mac, and that is quite a pretty penny angle. I need to upgrade, but I don't want to upgrade because it's gonna be a lot of money. But so outside of that, what do you do then? Do you do backend development, full stack development? How long have you been in the industry? Sounds like you're seasoned for some reason. How do collections live alongside and categorize reviewed clips? Yeah. Unsorted, quick filters, all use favorites unsorted. My collections, but not in a collection. This is actually cool. So we're saying this is a horizontal view of your clips. This is actually pretty cool. But yeah, I think that's actually pretty cool. But I don't know. I'm thinking of myself as a user, and I don't know if that's the right thought process. But let's see here. Interaction in the library, type of collection tile. Yeah, we know that. Type of clip in unsorted opens the same clip detail at the bottom sheet. This is just super confusing right now. Practice. You scroll down, and then these are the unsorted clips. Bro, okay. I am a little bit concerned about the mobile layout because if this is a premium user, they could have unlimited collections. Also, what if I want to bulk move clips into a collection? That would be more difficult now because of the horizontal pager. Awa. Mm-mm-mm. Ah, what? All right, let's see now. Damn, bro, you've been following me for over a year? That's what's up. Thank you for being here, my guy. Mm. This didn't work. All right, I'm gonna have to look at this myself because cursor clearly is not working. I know, bro. That does not feel like a year. All right, we need to take a look at this whole thing. Current clip. Too much clips to show. The next clip. See, this is the one that is a little bit hard to figure out. I haven't specialized in anything yet. I'm still a student, not that season, but I have tinkered with a lot of things. Built a lot of things, including REST APIs, mobile apps, web apps, desktop apps, Discord bots, but I'm leaning towards backend development for the most part. Hey, well, that's that's actually pretty cool that you were able to start so young, learning these things before even finishing school. So, kudos to you, my guy. I didn't learn really about programming until I was like 20. And at that point, I had a kid already. So I was trying to figure it out as I went along. But the fact that now you can do all of this ahead of time, I think you're just making your future a little bit better for yourself because it's gonna be easy for you to be a little bit more experienced when it comes to jobs hunting. What's up? Um. Anyways, so if you're leaning towards backend development, are you leaning towards more of like something like Java backend with Spring Boot, or maybe PHP backend, Rails? Like, what are you thinking? Sí, brother, 3 horas, pero qué super milagro, brother. Man, it got so hot all of a sudden. All right, let's see here. What is going on? By the way, who cares, YouTube? Can you play this song again, but let it be season 4's version? I don't know if you ever heard of season 4, but if y'all haven't watched How to Build a Band on Netflix, y'all need to. Well, if you're a fan of music, my background is music, right? I did music production for so many years. So I am very I like melodics. I like anyways. Y'all check it out. And the group called Season 4, they sang the song and it's super dope. So if you can, add that one, bro. Who cares, YouTube? It's only hot because you're here. You made me blush, bro. All right, let's see here. The problem right now is that this next clip, the thumbnail that we're loading is the incorrect one. Let me see here. Only human, the road. Don't put your blame on me. Where's this next clip used? Oof, everywhere. Critical validation. Ensure next clip is never the same as current clip. I wonder if we ever print this out. No Messiah. No Messiah. Oh, shoot. Oh, man, that's doing a lot. But I want to see here. Put your blame on me. If it played out, what are we looking for? Feed v2 screen, actually. feed, screen, v2. This is what we want. Yeah, look at this. It is finding the issue. State leakage detected. Next clip ID. Current. Hey, this is the one I know. Got to turn it up for this, man. I'm only human. Don't put your blame on me. All right, let's give this to cursor. Yes, we have a problem. See what you believe. After all, human, after all, don't put your blame on me. Blame on me. Kotlin, Ktor, or Kotlin with Spring Boot. Java will do it too. I tried PHP, Python, but I'm not familiar with both of them. So that's why I don't like them that much. And I hate loose typing plus JavaScript. I agree. I would. That's what actually would have been my recommendation is for you to go ahead and try out Java or Kotlin backend. So that's dope. I mean, you already have. Sound like you know what you're doing, bro. Keep it up. Mistakes. Pin collections. I'm the prophet, Messiah. Oh my god, this is part of life. Whew! Bro, I get the chills every time I hear that part. Oh my gosh. That's so tough. Don't put your blame. The human. Boat movement mobile friendly. Okay. This library filter. Search. Pin collections. All collections. Damn, bro. Okay. Nah, I need to visualize this. Yo tengo un flow cabrón. Sin plan. Mi no me conoce. Evita el roce. En un máquina. Appreciate it, bro. Sin hablar. Alright, let's see what this did instead. I did a check to only capture next clip. If it doesn't match, can clip it. No tiene. Tiene. Mantiene. All right, let's see now. The background one looks the same, but I'm like kind of standing up. So let's see here. I'm not sure. I need a different one to be able to see. Evita el roce. Yo te en un máquina. Yeah, this is incorrect. Look at this. It's the same thumbnail in the back. And then something else plays. Desde lo 14. Yeah, this doesn't work. I'm gonna have to take a look here. Let's see here. Where's the thumbnail part? That's in the Tinder card here. Because we show beat it. Yeah, so oof. key, next clip ID, next video URL. This is what I want to see. Tinder card v2. Un flow cabrón. Let's see here. No me conoce. Evitan la raza. Yo tengo en un maquinón. Es mío cabrón. There's no state leakage on this one. Desde los 14. Yeah, there's. Okay, so you're saying that we're not hitting this error. Render next card with clip. Okay, let's render next card with clip. Rendering next card with clip here. Okay, let's see here. Next card. Okay, let me swipe this and see what it does. All right. Rendering next card, I see 3 times. These two are the same. So animation complete, now triggering decision callback, clip change to that, and we're supposed to change it, but it renders twice. Yeah, so this is the problem right here. When the clip changes, we rendered next. This is the one we want to display, which makes sense because this was the one initially that was in the back. But after the animation completed, this is now the one we're going to render as the main card. This is the one that should be in the background. But then the clip changed again immediately to a different clip that, okay, like there's 2 different things happening here at the same time. I think there might be some problems with how the swipe right or swipe left decision making flow is working. Currently, it seems like, based on the logs, that we're processing multiple clips whenever we swipe right or swipe left. This should only happen once. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but look at the logs. These logs are when I swipe only one card to save it. So I swipe to the right. Tú me resaltas. Oh my gosh. Here we go. Next. Tú y yo. Tú y yo. All right, let's see here. No, bro. Like, oh my gosh. I thought you were going to give me an image. But let's see what it kind of did here. How does this even look on a mobile phone? And so, you know what would be interesting? Ah, mi brother, mala mía que no lo tenés, pana. A veces pasa así, mi brother, te entiendo. Siento tu dolor, mi pana. Guerra. Solo tú me das paz. This is interesting. What if we can just like... Pero $2 no es mucho. Bro, what you mean? You advise I use Stitch? Ooh, yeah, let me give that a try. Está hecha para mí. Let me give it here. This is interesting. Give me a description so I can give it to my UI designer. 10 push-up time, bet. I got you, bro. I'm gonna do 20. And this once again is part of my do 100 push-ups a day challenge. So let's get it. Who cares, YouTube? Bet. I bet. Let's go then. All right, bro. No está mi amigo Gerson, no está por acá, but si estás ahí, mi brother, hacemos los push-ups. My boy Jamhorg, I will check out Stitch right after I finish this these push-ups. Dímelo, Fondev. ¿Todo bien? Saludos, mi pana, desde Argentina. ¿Qué pues, mi pana? Mira, me encontraste que voy a hacer unos push-ups, pero ahorita te llego. Uy, uy. Ah! Ah! Come on. Ah! Ah! Fuck. Oof. 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 Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bro. I did 30. I did 30. I got to 20. I was like, man, I don't feel the burn yet. Let me hit 10 more. And I'm regretting it. Brother, esto que tengo es un pepinillo. O un pepino. Mira, es que por acá, si tenés un sub, puedes ponerme a tomar jugo de pepinillo. Que yo lo odio. Lo detesto. Y parte de las cosas en el stream, como ha evolucionado, me ha comprado esta gorrita de pepinillo. Así que aquí estamos. No, brother, no te hagas el sub. Tranquilo, brother, no te hagas el sub. Estamos bien. No, no necesitamos esa energía. Necesitamos otra energía. ¿Cierto, Fundev? Hey, bro. Oh, it was popping up, the green hat. That's funny. Oh, man, it got hot. Woo. Ah. Unas ganas de hacerte un sub, brother. Eso suena un poquito rarito, no sé, ¿me entiendes? Me gusta de hacerme un sub. No vengas que hacer este tipo, man. Entonces, front dev, brother. ¿Eres un front developer? ¿Qué haces? ¿JavaScript o qué haces? Va, bro. No eres mi dueño, brother. Todo eso suena, pero extrañito, pero ahí te dejo, brother. Ahí tú con lo tuyo, pana. Tú con lo tuyo. All right, let's see here. Let's try Stitch as Jamhorg recommended. Let's see here. Let's see here. I don't know if we need that. Negative back. I've used Stitch in the past, but it really didn't look that good. Some of it was interesting, but not everything was cool. Hola. But at least it gives you an idea to start, right? And I said, yo la vi a Magvento. And again now, hola. Gotcha. Okay, where's the one that I'm doing? Here you go, this one. No. I'll try to configure the one that I'm doing. Where's the one that I submitted? Yo, what happened? Let's see here. Let's do it again. Let's keep it here because it looks like it didn't ran earlier. Okay, let's go back and see cursor. What it did here. The issue was that swipe right, swipe left, use currently clip ID, which could change after the animation due to the view model state updates. Okay. Thank you. This makes way more sense. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's see what the changes are here though. Mm-mm-mm. Bro, don't tell me you got in this state again. So sometimes ADB be tripping and Android Studio hangs when it comes to dealing with the app or trying to build the app and install it onto a physical device. So I'm having to kill Android Studio and reopen it, and I reopened the wrong one. Híjole. Hola. There you go. I have three versions of Android Studio. I have Ladybug, I have Narwhal, and I have, is it Otter? I think it's Otter. I have them all three installed. Bro, it's not even detecting this. What's up? To be fair, the USB cable for this device is not good. Let's give it a second though. Stitch is still going at it. Okay. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I'm actually excited to start on my game again. I want to play the game again. I've been craving to go back into it. So it's motivating me even more to wrap up this project. Yo, come on, ADB. All right, let me unplug this for now. Because not even like Wi-Fi debugging is working very well. Mm-mm. Okay, let's see here. This is interesting. Uh, what? Yeah, this doesn't make sense to me. Why do we have all of these tags? Do they relate to these down here? If not, do they relate to these down here? If they relate to these down here, what's the point of having this one here? Give it the team color so it matches your colors. I don't even know what my team colors are. Let me ask cursor. uh, what are the colors from my team? It should find it pretty quick because it's all defined in one spot. Let's see here. No. Here are the colors. Oh, oh man. Why did it add? Oh my gosh. Why can't I scroll up? Did my keyboard went out again? It did. I don't need the last part about defined it. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay, why are you not? Okay, let's see if we can detect this now. Tengo una punto 40. Tengo una punto 40. All right, here we go. Let's see here now. Build it. Oh, me duele el cuello. Eso se escuchó mal. Me voy a yo callar. Si se va. Ah. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, looks different. No, it's not working, sir. Shit, man. Let's see if it'll fix when I go here. Yeah, all right. And then I do this. Okay. But it's not the correct one that showed. Yeah. I swear. Honest. Here are the logs of when I go to the library screen from the feed screen. Sorry. The first video is playing on the feed screen. As you can see, we're not ready to show play the next clip as shown by the thumbnail in the back. What's up, Adam Wolf? Hey, how's it going, my guy? Yo, welcome on in, bro. Okay, who's causing trouble and who isn't causing trouble? That should be. Well, you know, your boy Mona and Z came, caused trouble, and then dipped out. And I'm about to do the same since you arrived because I know what you're up to, my guy. I don't know. You might be the one that's causing more trouble now. So I'm a little concerned that you showed up. It did not update the team. Oh, here it is. It did. This does not look like anything I would want to use. You would never. Uh-huh. You know, we have a saying in Spanish. Sí, como no. Sí, como no. Okay. Si tú lo dices, compadre. If you say so, my guy. If you say so. Well, hey, Venom, what's good, my guy? How you doing? Chilling today, bro? Hey, unfortunately, y'all are getting at the end of the stream. I've been here for a little too long. Yeah, it's getting about the time where your boy needs to go eat something more and then get ready for bed. I thought it was yo Keybanks, bro. Appreciate the sub, my guy. Thank you. Just don't spin anything, and we cool. That's what I'm saying. Thank you for the sub, bro. You just showed up, yeah, bro. But I'm about to head out. You know, I gotta go chop it up with your sister-in-law. Nah. What you mean you trying to spin over here, bro? This guy. My name. Hey. He came over here to just spin him. Bro, if you spin it, all I'm gonna do is eat the patacones. Let me ride my pain. Dejo que caiga la rain. Bro, you can do what you want with your points. I'm not gating you. I'm gonna talk shit because I know you. You know what I'm saying? So, God, this is a motherfucker, bro. Of course. This guy. Fucking got it, bro. You fucking kidding me, bro? Are you serious, bro? Are you serious? This is exactly what you came for, bro. This guy, bro. Oh my gosh, man. You know what? I think this is a good stopping point. It's a good stopping point as far as the coding, because there's several steps that needs to happen before I take this pickle shot. And once I take this pickle shot, I'm out. I'm out. So let's go ahead and show y'all. And this is the reason why. Look what I got here. Look what I got here, y'all. Who cares? Where you at? Mono and Z, where you at? Look what I got here, y'all. Oh my gosh, bro. This is so fucking gross. I can smell it through. I haven't even opened it and I can smell this shit, bro. Oh my gosh. I'm not looking forward to this. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, we got water. Check. Shot glass. Check. New bottle. Check. He said nice and fresh too. I am not happy at all. I am not happy at all. No. I got it because y'all paid for it. Y'all paid it for it through Thrones. So I don't know what y'all talking about. Hell no. I do not love pickles. Bro, no. This last 2 more streams. See, I know what type of time you on, Adam Wolf. For real. I know what type of time you on. Look, fully sealed. I'm gonna have to start chilling this bottle of pickle juice, man, because drinking it this, oh my gosh, the scent is so bad. Look, bro. Here's how you know. Here's how you know it's jacking me up in the head. My stomach is churning right now. It's churning. We know what is about to happen, bro. This key banks. This is it, and then I'm out. Y'all, this is it. If y'all do any spins while I'm doing this, I will not honor it. I will honor it on the next stream. I'm saying it from now. Just saying. Pickle juice on ice is kind of gross. Bro, why are you drinking pickle juice on ice? Bro. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. That's what I'm saying, Jamhorg. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's so nasty. It's so nasty, Jamhorg. By the way, Jamhorg, if you're not following your boy, follow your boy. Check it out. This will only last 1 stream because he has a backup bottle and he's gonna drink that whole bottle after he ends the stream. No. You do not know me, my guy. No, that's not happening. Do more since it's your first shot of the bottle. Hell no. Once again, no. Hell to the end, no. Yeah. You got something cooking for mission control. I'm gonna add a feature where I can choose what kind of app I'm deploying to my containers. Host language or web app. That's pretty cool. Who cares, YouTube? For those of you who don't know, take a look in the Discord. Check out the, I think it's in Share in Public. Who cares YouTube? He posted a video of the features for his app that he's calling their Mission Control. So y'all take a look at it. All right. This is the time I'm telling y'all bye because we're about to take this pickle shot and we're going to end the stream. So if y'all have anybody to raid, now is the time to let me know who to raid. All right. I'm going to take a quick look at who's available because I ain't playing with y'all. I know y'all are going to want to spin it again. Let's see who was in software and development. Danza Kuduro. Hell to the na-na, the na-na-na. Hey, this is a song, bro. Jude. All right, let's see here. Retro RPG dev. All right, day 9 learning Rust. Let's do buggy roll. All right, we're gonna rate them. Cool. Nah. All right, y'all. my boy, Keybanks. Thank you for this pickle shot. I'm gonna rate a programmer Venom. But yeah, bro. Let's see here. This one, I know this one is gonna be nasty. You know how I know it's gonna be nasty? Is the first one, is the fresh cream at the top of the bottle, bro. So, Keybanks. Bro, I hope more rabbits eat your apples. I hope you get more weeds in your backyard. I'm hoping a lot of bad stuff in your backyard because I know you hate gardening and you have to do it all the time. But most of all, I love you, my bro. You know, I know you in person and you my brother, my little bro. This is for you, bro. I hate you right now, but here, this is for you. No, no, because you gave me the pick a shot, of course. I'm saying all of this to you. To the no. All right, here we go. Pa arriba, pa abajo, pa el centro y pa dentro. I'm him. Fuck. Bro, no. No, hell no. Hell no. Bro. Hell no. Hell no. Oh my fucking gosh. I'm done. Y'all, no. Y'all are something else, bro. Y'all are something else. John to that O, I will honor that one next time. You didn't hear what I was saying, but I said after the pickle shot, I'm out. I am not, I said I will not honor any spins. So yeah, we're good. We're good. I said this before you even came. Oh my gosh. I'm done. I got a dip. No, I'm not eating this, bro. I said it before. I'm sorry, my guy. I know. Bro, like, come on. I said it before you even did it. I said I would not. No, bro. I am. Bro, y'all making me feel bad now, bro. All to my detriment, huh? Okay. All right, John. Here you go, John. Here you go, John. Here you go. I am not going to. Here you go. This is for you, John. Major F you, bro. Have a great night. Here you go. What's up? This is sour as fuck. I don't have water, bro. That shit was gross. Bro. Oh my gosh, that shit was gross. Oh man. Looking like T-Rex, this guy. I am for sure about to dip, man. I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your night. Y'all be safe. And I shall see y'all on Thursday. John Berg, if you haven't followed me, my guy. Y'all be safe. Have a great night. Peace.